Have you ever had gnocchi? That's how it's pronounced, gnocchi. All it is right here. They're little pillows of heaven that are like a pasta replacement. They're made out of potatoes, mashed potatoes, and they're so good. So here I got 2 cloves of garlic. On the cutting board, I have pancetta, thinly sliced, that I bought at the deli at King Soopers or Kroger or City Market, depending on where you go. I peeled my garlic and then I cut the woodsy end off. That's fresh basil from the garden. There is a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This is a 1 cup of frozen peas. And of course, Parmesan cheese. I got the shredded, the shaved pieces. Oh, so good. So I'm just gonna, this is already sliced and stacked like deli meat. So I'm just gonna cut it up a little bit before I throw it in my skillet. And that's just gonna help it make it bite sizes. We're not making sandwiches, or you don't need a big old Canadian bacon sized piece of pancetta. And pancetta, all that is uncured bacon. It's Italian uncured bacon. You can get it anywhere by the slice. So I have olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to put in a pan, and I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw that pancetta in there, and we're going to cook it, and then it's going to render all that fat and flavor out. Now, if you don't want, or can't find pancetta, use bacon. Cut it into lardons. Use bacon. I bet that would be an awesome replacement, and it's going to be good. It's bacon and potatoes. Who doesn't like that? So we're going to just give this a stir around. We're going to pull it apart, break it up a little bit, and we're going to fry it up in this olive oil until it's crisp. Here we go. So that looks like little bacon lardons, doesn't it? So I'm going to push it all over to one side, and I'm going to take some tongs, and I'm going to take it out and put it on a paper towel, lined a paper plate with a paper towel on it. And that's going to soak up any additional fat that we don't want or need. So we'll just set that to the side, and I'm going to get my garlic and throw in here too. Hey, if you're looking for a channel that gives you tons of different ideas that are easy, fast, and delicious, consider subscribing. We have recipes on here from all over the world. And also hit that like button for me, would you please? I'd truly appreciate it. It makes a big difference. So I got my 2 cloves of garlic in here. I'm going to stir them around constantly for about 3 minutes. And all I'm doing is infusing that flavor of garlic into the oil. I don't really digest whole garlic very well, so if you do it like this, you get the flavor without any of the indigestion. So I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of all-purpose flour. And may I make a suggestion that you remove the garlic at this point? Otherwise, it's going to get lost in the cream sauce, and then it'll end up on your plate, and you'll bite into it just like I did at dinner tonight. Because as you will soon see, that big old garlic cloves I have in there look almost exactly like gnocchi. Same size, same shape, the whole shebang-a-bang. So I put some milk in here, just a little bit. I cooked that flour taste out of the flour, and that's what I'm doing here too. Plus, I'm letting it get super thick just to see how much more I need to add. That took about 1.5 minutes. It goes by fast. This is one of those fast dinners. You won't believe how quickly this all comes together. So here's my salt and my red pepper flakes. We're going to give that a dump in there and stir it around. Looking good so far. Next, I am going to add some Parmesan cheese. That's about a 1/4 cup. I'm going to sprinkle some more on top. And that's actually plenty for this. You don't want to overdo it. This is, it's a light cream sauce that we're making here, not a heavy gravy or anything. Then I'm going to add my frozen peas. And that little bit of frozen water that's attached to those peas are going to help lighten up the sauce a little bit too. Over here I've had water boiling now for quite a while. I got my gnocchi, my little pillows of heaven, and we're going to dump them right into that boiling water. Give it a quick stir. They cook in 2 to 3 minutes tops. Once they float, they're done. So here's the crispy pancetta I'm putting back in the sauce now, giving it a quick stir. Like I said, this comes together fast. So the sauce is basically done at this point. We're just waiting on the gnocchi. And so once the gnocchi starts to float to the top, just take a slotted spoon and start skimming it off the top. Throw it in your pan. And once you got them all in there, you're done. Stir that baby up, just like I'm doing here. And you're done. How quick was that dinner? And easy. You got starch from the gnocchi. You got protein from the pancetta. You got veg. I just added in there just a few tablespoons of that water that I cooked the gnocchi in to help thin it out again. If it gets thick, add water, thin it out. Now you're cooking with Crisco. So, we're going to plate this up, and you're going to be like, wow, that looks really good. But like as I was saying, you got your pasta, you got your starch, protein, and a veg. So I'm going to put this right in the center and make it very picture worthy. This was an awesome dinner. My wife totally loved it. I loved it. Once we get that on there, we're going to dress it up with a little more Parmesan and then some pepper we're going to sprinkle on there. Booyah. But you just wait until you see what happens at the end. I put on it some fresh basil from the garden, right from the garden. Ooh, doesn't that look good? I hope you try it. Have a great day. Peace out. Jimmy Dixon.